Right. Right, let's get into this. We're saying the dollar's coming down, the euro's pumping. Okay, this could be interesting. What's good, guys? What's everyone saying? Hope everyone is blessed. Right. So equal higher captured. Yeah, I don't like. There's no specific reason. It's just not a pair that I like to trade. It's just out of the pairs that I've picked, you know, gold is just a pair that I don't need to trade. Back in 2021, at the end of the year, I checked all my losses for the year, and gold was the biggest losses that I took. So I stopped trading it back then. But that's the only reason, really. But how everyone is well. We're getting into the New York session stream. We're looking at oil. Want to see what's going on with oil today. I feel like if we can get some sells, that would be great. It's just about where we're going to get some sells from. I'm also looking at the majors. I want to see the dollar break out of this range, which it has. So the dollar could be in an area where it starts to actually gain some strength from. So let's see. Low, what's happening, mate? Nasdaq. Yeah, I'll check the Nasdaq for you. The volume on the Nas is quite low, so what I would say is I would definitely wait for the New York session, the stock open, should I say. This is an area that I would look for in the Nas to see if it pops up first. If this area gets invalidated, then it's going to continue higher. But this area here might go for the Asian session highs, play into that level, and then see what happens after that. But the volume at the moment is quite low on the Nasdaq, so I wouldn't necessarily trade it where it's at. I'd wait for the stock open. EU USD I think will go down. Yeah, so I'm looking at sells on that myself personally. That is one of the pairs I'm looking at. So I feel like if we push up a little bit more, we could fold from where we are, but depending on what the dollar does, we're in an area where we could push up and actually start to drop. So we just need to see signs of it wanting to break down, because right now on the smaller time frame, you can see the euro is still going higher. So no reason to sell it yet, but that is something I'm looking at for today. Based off of, I feel like the dollar can get stronger, because the dollar's been, so how I've been looking at the dollar or viewing the dollar is, if I get this box, it's been in, you can see we've been in this sideways motion here, where it's just kind of gone sideways. So what I'm looking at now is we've broken out of the sideways motion to the downside. And now it's about, can we get something along the lines of gearing up to go up? That's what I'm looking at on the dollar. So, yeah, that's my analysis based off of us, the dollar consolidating for so long. So we just need to see signs of it wanting to now gain some strength. And then we can kind of look to start shorting the euro, shorting the GBP USD as well, things and such. So let's see. GBP USD, the price action is not as clear, to be honest with you, on this. So it just depends on what the dollar is doing to give us that picture. The GBP USD is, still kind of pumping today, so it's taking out some daily highs. It's just about showing a picture now. We haven't quite got that yet. But yeah, nonetheless, it's going to be dependent on what the dollar shows us. So this area has been invalidated. Yeah, let's see what happens. Last week mostly sell, so I expect 1 or 2 days. It's not 1 or 2 days. It's just, yeah, we could get a retracement basically. But Euro USD was kind of in a range as well. So it's just about, again, it's doing the opposite of what the dollar's done in terms of just, again, if you think about the box it's been in, we're now breaking outside of that box. The consolidation to the upside, and now it's about, okay, now do we start seeing some sells initiate? So it's still early, but that's what I'm kind of looking for. So yeah, Bro, trading before PPI is gonna be bullish. I'm not in the trade right now, bro. So I can't really say what it's gonna be, what it's not gonna be. Let's have a look. So high impact, just looking at high impact news. Yeah, PPI 130. Let's see what the dollar does. The dollar could turn bullish, so let's see. Let's see what it does. Tanita, what's good? Good to see you. It's been a minute. Hope you're well. Hope everyone's doing. What pairs is everyone looking at? Is anyone actively trading right now? What's happening? Lit the screen. Bro, don't get weird in here, bro, because you get thrown out. Do you understand? It's your only warning. I'll lick the screen. We're talking reckless, bro. I'm well. Thank you for your call. Thank you. Hope you're cool. Yeah, waiting on news. Okay, hear you. Yeah, nah. So, 8 minutes. Nah, I'm not in a trade yet. I'm looking at the euro though to see what's gonna potentially happen. Seeing if the dollar wants to turn around as well. So, couple things I'm looking at, and yeah. All right, Hugo Love, you're out of here. Spit on the screen. You're talking too reckless, bro. You gotta go. You're doing all that stuff, bro. You're doing too much, bro. Yeah, so just waiting on the news. The dollar for me is come out of the consolidation now. So it's just about what's it gonna do? Is the news gonna blast it? It could. And then obviously how is that gonna react for the majors? But yeah, I'm looking at euro potentially shorting, so it's just about seeing the signs of that. Right now, it's not showing signs as of yet, but it can. What do you think of swing trading? I think swing trading's great. Swing trading's great, man. I think it's more about what is your style? How do you like to engage the markets? Do you like to be in trades for longer? Are you okay? Are you comfortable with holding trades over a longer period and waiting for it to play out over a bigger time frame? I personally think the bigger time frame trades are more beneficial because you don't have to think as much. You don't have to make as many decisions. Not necessarily saying you're gonna take entries based off of entering on the 4 hour or entering on the daily, but your actual reasons for believing in the trade are likely to be based off the bigger time frame. So I always advocate for that. Yeah, because you don't have to think as much. It's less decisions that you have to make. So it really depends. I think it could take the odd, but it's a 4 hour. Yeah, so Euro USD could do multiple things. So it's just about waiting to see, really. We're right next to the news. So, let's see what we're going to do. Oh, the dollar could still push down lower, could actually continue and get weaker. So, let's see. I'm more of a swing trader than a scalper, yeah. So, there's no right or wrong way to trade. I'm not really a scalper. I'm not into scalping myself because, again, you have to just stay on the lower time frames and most of your decisions are made on the lower time frame. So, I'm not a fan, to be fair. Are you bullish on currencies? To an extent, yes. Not right now. I feel like the dollar is still bullish. So overall, I think we are overall in a uptrend on the majors. So yeah, like GBP USD, Euro USD. I think bigger picture, yes, it is still bullish, but I think we're in a retracement phase. So I think we're still coming down. So the dollar structure on the daily and the 4 hour, this is the DXY. We're still heading up higher. So as long as the structure's still going up higher, then follow that basically. My live contains. What does my live contain? My live contains, what does that say? My live contains themes that may be, I don't even know what that means. Sorry, I just got a pop up on my screen. Not too sure why it's telling me that. Bit of a weird one. It says my live contains themes that viewers may find disturbing. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, apologies. So what I was saying is the dollar overall is going upwards. So until we start to see structure say otherwise, there's no suggestion of the dollar's getting weaker yet. Someone's reported me. It's probably that lame that I just blocked. Hugo Love. Weirdo, man. Yeah, he definitely reported me. Someone reported you, that's why. Weirdo. Telling me to lick the screen and spit on the screen. Bro, don't come with any type of foolishness in here, bro. Okay? We're not tolerating any of that. Someone reported me. That's crazy. But yeah, so DXY, looking to see if it's gonna turn around. That's kind of the what I'm waiting on anyway. Let's see. Let's see what it does. No reason to get into the trade yet. Let's see what happens. But is anyone actually in the trade right now, currently? Let me know. You're in EU buys. Okay. From this morning, I hope. What's your target? Where do you see that going? Waiting on 1 minute. Okay, cool. Cool. Where are you guys from? I feel like I see some new faces in here. Where are you guys based? What country are we tuning in from? We got 1 minute to this news, yeah? PPI is out in 1 minute. Oh, you're from London. Big up, bro. From Brum. Big up, bro. I've never been to Brum, but big up. London as well. London in the building. What's good, man? But yeah. Just waiting on this news. 30 seconds. Could get something prosperous happening. Let's see. Alright, I see, man. 5-6. Toby, what's good? Troops, what's happening? Alright, PPI is slightly flashed down. Let's see. What's good, bro? What was that result? Oh. Okay, it's worse than expected for the dollar. Right. Alright. It's not had a major effect, to be honest. Slight push, but nothing crazy. Just need to see now if we're going to form some type of structure. You're in an EU buy. What was that from this morning, or? I didn't like the price action, so where it was in a range, I didn't trade it. So now that we've come outside the range, now I'm interested. So okay, from this morning, yeah, that's cool, bro. It's pushed up, but I'm looking to see if we get sells from higher. What are you trading, bro? Trying to learn trading, but so lost at the moment. Right now, I'm just looking at Euro USD. I'm potentially looking at oil as well. See if we can get some sells on that. But that's the main things. So we just had the news for the PPI for the dollar come out, which was it's not really done too. It's not gone too crazy. But yeah, currencies and oil is what I'm focused on today. What do you like to trade, bro? What pairs are you guys interested in? Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Are you in any trades? Right. So the dollar's wicking some of this imbalance, but right now that's about it. I'm gonna wait for it to see what's happening in terms of are we gonna build a structure here. But yeah, the dollar could potentially start getting stronger, really. But let's see what it means. It's not that big of a candle right now, but nonetheless, it is potentially moving. But we just need some more structure in our favor. I'm looking at Euro USD and oil. I normally trade. Those are my main pairs I'm trading at the moment. But yeah, those are the main pairs I'm looking at right now. Well, my camera battery is low, man. This is not good. Alright, hold on, guys. I just need to fix this camera battery. One sec, guys. I'm coming back. Right. Camera battery's low, man. Sorry. Had buyers on gold popped off today. Okay, sick, bro. Is it live? What pairs am I looking at? Live account. I trade live, bro. Trade live current. I trade a live account on a brokerage. So yeah, we just need to see the dollar form some structure, really. And if that starts happening, we could start potentially seeing some sells for Euro USD, GBP USD as well. That's kind of the picture I've got in mind. So we just need a breakdown, really. We just need the dollar to either get stronger, and then yeah, we can move from there. I don't really like GBP USD. It's not really as clear in terms of what is, where it's playing off of. So I'm gonna definitely wait for a structure change on this. Um, but yeah, man, we just kind of need to wait and see with that. But Euro USD looks a bit cleaner if the dollar can give us some strength. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know what happened earlier as well. At like 12:42 random time we pushed up. I'd like to see oil get to 59,240 on the 4 hour. It is an area I've got marked as well, bro. But judging off of what's happened um this afternoon, I'm looking at the 2 hour area to see if it wants to rebound off that and then go lower. It might not go that high, is what I'm saying. It might not actually go that high. It could, but it might not go that high. So I would look at the 2 hour area first, and then I've got that 4 hour area marked as well. It's just, are we gonna go that high? So yeah, bro, I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying. So buys on gold popped off. So yeah, nah. Gold is if the dollar's dropping, then the buys on gold would have been legit for sure. Is gold still rallying or is it slowed down? No, it's still going. Okay. Yeah, so London session was a good entry for gold, to be honest. And then, yeah, it looks decent. Looks good to continue gold. Looks like it's gonna go up for sure. Um, yeah, looks like it's good to go up. 110. It's a big stop loss though. Gold's moving mental. Yeah, it's not a pair I trade, but yeah, it's just is the dollar gonna go on a tear now? Is the dollar gonna get stronger now? That's kind of what I'm waiting on. If it does, then great. You trade her. I like how you call gold a her. That's funny. Goldilocks. Right, sorry guys, I'm literally just trying to make sure my camera battery doesn't die, man. So apologies, I keep checking it because I'm just a bit fearful. But yeah, now gold ain't really for me, if I'm being super honest. Um, it's a great pair. It does give you a lot of pips. It does move around a lot. I hear all of that. It's just, yeah, it's not for me, man. How long have I been trading? I've been trading 6 years, bro. What about yourself? 6 years. So the volatility, yeah, the volatility, the manipulation, like you can get an entry when you enter gold. It can move quite a lot and then come back quite a lot as well. So it's like it's not so much the volatility, it's more the manipulation. Like the pair is very manipulated. Um, just in terms of like other pairs are, once you kind of get your entry on other pairs, it doesn't necessarily do what gold does. And in order to be, it's hard to have a tight stop loss on gold as well. So that's another reason I don't really like to trade it. I don't really like big stop losses. Sometimes with gold, you might need an 80 pip stop loss, and I don't really want to risk that. It's just sometimes it's too wide. Sometimes you don't need an 80 pip stop loss, but sometimes you do in order to actually be safe. So, the risk, it's just not a pair that I like. I don't really like how the risk is it's too wide sometimes. You know what I mean? Currencies doesn't, you don't have to do that with currencies. So gold, listen, I've seen people doing great things on gold, and I hear it. But for me, in terms of just what I like to do, I don't want to especially because I use limit orders quite a lot. I like to use limit orders with gold. Sometimes you get tagged into a trade and you don't know what's going to happen in regards to just, is it going to move away? Is it just going to violate the whole thing? So sometimes the wicks on gold is very wicky. The price action is very wicky. So it's hard to get used to. But again, I'm an advocate for anyone that trades it and has success with it. Good luck, bro. Do you know what I mean? Good luck with it. But for me, I don't really like it personally. I'm not too shabby on gold. But there's other pairs. It's just, pick whatever you like. At the end of the day, it's not about... A lot of people trade gold. And I'm pretty sure not everyone's having success, just being honest with it. I don't think everyone is doing great things on gold because it might not be the pair for you. So you just kind of have to go with the pair which you find is doing things for you. Euro and oil. Yeah, Euro, oil, and GBP as well, USD. I love that pair. So I just keep it simple, man. Like 3 pairs. I used to trade the NAS. But again, what I've clocked with the NAS is you kind of got to trade later in the day, which is, again, it's not an issue, but 4 p.m. onwards is kind of when the NAS likely does this thing. So yeah, with currencies and oil, you can kind of get entries during the New York session, sometimes during London, but mainly during New York sessions, and it kind of just gives you what you need to just continue. So it's just getting acclimated and accustomed to certain pairs. Gold, I tried my hand at gold. To be fair, when I was learning how to trade gold at the time, I probably wasn't as good of a trader as I am now, but yeah, the time that I was using it, I was just taking too many losses, like big losses in regards to, I wouldn't even necessarily say it was like over leveraging. It was just sometimes the stop loss is too big, and it's just like it was still violating the stop loss. It's just like, nah, I'm not a fan of this pair. Not a fan. So everyone's different, though. Everyone's different, man. If you like gold, if I did trade gold, I probably would only look at potentially one other pair. I wouldn't really look at 3 pairs because it's a lot. Yeah, it's definitely a lot, man. So it just depends on what you guys prefer. Some people like the volatility of gold. I'm not really a fan. All right, so nothing showing on the dollar right now. Yeah, man, the PPI was a bit underwhelming. I stick to her mainly, yeah. I'm not surprised because you only need a couple pairs. You don't need to trade, 5, 6, 7 pairs. I think at one time the most I traded was it might have been 6 pairs, and that was actually too many. It's too many pairs to look at. Do you know what I mean? So I've narrowed it down to 3 now. And whatever your strategy is, I'm pretty sure whatever your strategy you use for one pair will, hopefully you can use on another pair too. So yeah, man, I think as long as you keep your principles of what it is you're looking for, you can trade any pair, but you don't need to, flick between so many pairs. I feel like wherever you feel like I like to trade that, just stick with those, man. Stick with those. Yeah, too many for your mind, 100%. And I think what people do as well when they trade so many pairs is that they feel like they're missing out. Like maybe they can't see anything on their pair and it's like causing them to be like, damn, like I need to get into a trade. And you know, if your pair's not doing anything, it's fine. Just wait. Like you're not supposed to have such a short-minded, not like expect, yeah, kind of like expectation. It's more like when the trades come, they're gonna come and they're gonna be great. And the more you can kind of get that in the back of your mind, then I'm telling you, you'll take better trades. You know, less is definitely more when it comes to trading. Your quality of trade when it shows up is the one that you're gonna hit it big on. You know, you shouldn't look for trades every day, in my opinion. I feel like once you get the one that's gonna give you the ability to swing trade, the ability to hold it for a day or two, and you know let it play out. Those are the trades that are actually gonna allow you to hit it big. Yeah, with the strategy looking to branch off to indices. Yeah, so if I keeping it honest, I think US 30 is the best indice. Because it moves better. Sometimes the Nasdaq's stalling and US 30's going, and yeah, so you just need to get accustomed to it. Get accustomed to it. Mastering the psychological part, trading is the biggest factor. That's the only factor. I'd say trading is 80% psychological. Um, the main reason being is everyone has a different relationship with money, and whether it's good or bad, a lot of people don't realize that if you have a good or bad relationship, then yeah, it can affect your ability to again hold a position, your ability to sit in drawdown, your ability to potentially take a loss. Like some people, once they take a loss, they spiral into revenge trading. They spiral into becoming impatient. They spiral into just things that are not gonna get you paid. And that's the psychological part that you have to fix. So yeah, my YouTube channel, I talk about that a lot for those that are new to, you know, psychological. If you know you just want a hub for psychological parts of trading, definitely check out my YouTube channel. Most of my videos on there are just psychological based. So yeah, man, check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any topics you want me to speak on as well. Um, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, gold taught me that harshly 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it taught me that harshly 2 years ago as well. So that's kind of why I'm not trading it no more. Truthfully. Oh, right. Got 10 minutes to the close. Let's see what's happening, man. Oil's doing well. But yeah, for those that are using TradingView, hopefully you guys are doing analysis on this. Why don't you? There's a Black Friday sale right now. I took advantage of that. You can get way cheaper subscriptions for the year. So definitely worth looking into as well if you guys haven't already seen it. So yeah, waiting on the dollar right now to be honest. See what's going on with that, man. See what is happening. We just need to kind of see some volume pick up with the DXY. It's not happening yet, which is fine. Just got to wait it out. Yeah, just need some more movement, man. Gold, as you can see with the dollar on the daily, it's been ranging for 3 days. It's broken out the bottom of the range, so looking to take the top of the range now. So let's see, man. Let's see what's happening. And setup. What's that, bro? So news comes bullish for Nasdaq, but wow, it declines and says bearish for news. Um, what was your bias, bro, for the Nas? You thought it was a buy? I mean, I would wait for the stock open, to be honest with you. Um, which is in 40 minutes. I would wait for that. I wouldn't really say it's bullish or bearish, to be honest. Just kind of just gone up and down, but this price action on the Nasdaq isn't really that great. So I would kind of just wait a little bit more to see something. I don't know what it's doing, but it's not great price action in my opinion. I would wait for it, to be honest, just to see. For the news, it's definitely a buy, but yeah, it declined. Forecast was 0.2 and actual was 0.1. Yeah, but bro, I'll be real. You see, like the news events, yeah, don't take them so literal. Like, don't treat it as, how can I explain it? Like, oh, this result was negative, it should drop, or this result was positive, it should rise. Like, you should never base it solely just off of the result. It's more about technical analysis. I swear to you. Like, the fundamentals are gonna have an impact, but the technicals is kind of showing you the likelihood in terms of the areas that you should be thinking about. Like, okay, I'm gonna potentially trade from here. I'm gonna potentially buy or sell from certain places. The technicals need to make sense more so than what you're finding with a news release. Hey, bro, what do you recommend to start learning to trade? I know the basics already. So, learning to trade is what I would suggest, bro, is basically finding, if you want my honest opinion, is finding someone who can mentor you to teach you a specific set of rules and teach you a strategy. Um, like self-taught, a lot of people think, yeah, self-taught is the way. In my opinion, it's not, because there's no one to hold you accountable. There's no one to kind of correct the mistakes you're making. There's no one to kind of understand psychologically what you should and shouldn't be doing or thinking. So I would find a mentor, bro, personally, because it's just going to shorten your learning curve, and you're actually going to learn a strategy from top to bottom, with like guidelines and a trading plan attached to it. So that's very important. If you are, if you know the basics, that's great. But self-learning a strategy is going to take you a longer period of time, because you're doing it by yourself, so you don't know if you're doing stuff wrong, if you're applying stuff wrong, if you're just flat out making mistakes. So there's a lot of things that come with, I know the basics. How do I, continue my journey of basically understanding what it is I'm looking for? I would say look into some mentoring, bro, truthfully. Because you're just gonna cut out the unnecessary mistakes. And that's, a good thing. You don't want to just be making mistakes after mistakes. It's a good thing if you can do that. So that's my advice, bro. All right. Right, we got 3 minutes to the hour. Welcome to Pocket Option Software. Not sure what that means, bro. Um, yeah. Right, let's wait for this new hour candle. See what's going on. So the dollar DXY is not it's not moved, to be honest, off that news. It's kind of just chilling. I feel like we should come further into this area, which would be great. But yeah, let's see. Nothing really showing so far. Yo, bro, question. How to cash out? Which broker is good? Do you mean which broker is good to trade on? What do you mean by which broker is good? Do you mean like a reliable brokerage? What's your question, bro? Let me know what your question is. I'll try and answer it, bro. If you're looking for a brokerage, is that what you mean? Message me privately. You can DM me. If you DM me, bro, I can answer your question a bit better. 'Cause I'm not sure I understand what your question is. Right, so 1 minute on waiting for this new hour. Oil's moving dodgy, waiting for 4 hour closer. Yeah, so it's not moving dodgy, bro. I think, we're heavily selling off. I think in terms of just price pushing down, it'll be if we start breaking past these lows and make a new swing, like break past this swing low on the hour, then yeah, we just kind of need to follow the pattern, bro. I don't know if it's gonna get as high as what you're thinking. I think this 2 hour level here um was ideal. If it doesn't get back up there, then we just start playing it for what it does, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. So it's just about playing what we see. All right, so the new hour's here. Let's see if we start heading down lower on oil. Good luck, brother. Thank you. So Euro USD hasn't really folded. GBP USD hasn't really folded. So I feel like the dollar will come down some more. We just need structure in our favor, really. So let's see. It's gonna be deceiving. We had it at night speed. Alright, so waiting game right now. Got an hour left of this candle. It's looking heavily bearish. I won't front, which is good though. So yeah, let's see what this does. Right. So yeah, let's see what happens. I got some alerts on Euro USD. Maybe we fill in the remainder of this imbalance. This is going to be a key area if we are to start selling again. So let's see, man. Just got to kind of wait on it. Sam, what's good, man? Hope you're alright. Yeah, we just got to kind of wait and see, really. There's nothing super showing at the moment. Just got to wait. We need dollar strength. Doing well. How you doing? I'm doing good, bro. Just waiting on a couple pairs. See if we can get some trades today. Love Tobes. Big up, man. Every time. Yeah, seeing if we can get some trades today on the majors. So just waiting at the moment. We finally broken out of this consolidation. So seeing if we're gonna get stronger, basically. So nothing showing yet. Just need to kind of wait on it. Yeah, big up, man. I can't let her go to way. She too pretty. But yeah. Let's stock open is in 25 minutes. See what's happening there. Afternoon, we could get some something new on the dollar. Nothing showing yet, but yeah, still coming down. I bought gold at 4147. Yeah, I think well, the dollar's coming down, so yeah, it should the gold should be going up. Do I trade funded? No, I don't, bro. What's your hopefully your analysis made you want to buy it. You never just randomly bought it. Hopefully it's like a thought through process. Yeah, let's see what the dollar's got a hold. Let's see what the dollar's saying, man. See if we can go for the highs of this range, because that's what's happened here. Got lows. Last Friday, the low, high, and now we've broken down. Casper, how long have we been trading? 6 years, bro. Yourself? How about yourself? One year. Okay, yeah, man. Still learning, still growing, bro. So just keep going, man. 1 year is a good milestone. So hopefully you've got a solid strategy and you're happy with what you're doing so far. Just, pace yourself. Pace yourself, bro. Right, oil's heading down lower, which is good. If we break this low, then we are in full-fledged bear mode. So, yeah, man, hopefully we can do that. That'll be great. It's looking good so far, though. I'm just trying to get better in psychology part of trading. Yeah, so definitely check out my YouTube channel, bro. I've got a lot of psychological content, and it's just basically me speaking about my journey and what I needed to kind of recognize and realize in order to get better in that department as well. So my videos are like 10, 15 minutes long, but there's a lot of gems, if I do say so myself, regarding things that I just picked up on to kind of overcome that part of it, bro, because it is really important. A lot of people just think it's mainly about the technical analysis perspective, and that's not the case. So check out my YouTube channel. If you like the content, obviously let me know how you feel about it. If there's anything you want me to kind of do in a video, just comment on one of the videos in terms of if you have a genuine question, and I'll go through it, bro, because I know where it was like 1 year in. It's a lot of things that you're having to combat within yourself, and you have to defeat, the bad habits and things like that. So I made my channel mainly based around that, because not a lot of people speak about that. Everyone just speaks about winning. Everyone speaks about just trading mainly, which is fine. Like, I get all of that, but the psychological element is really important. My stop loss for gold is 1437. I'm worried. Why? What's your opinion? Why are you worried about it, bro? You're worried because it's coming down. Okay, so you bought it at 1447. What made you buy it so high, bro? It's quite high. I'll be honest with you. What made you buy it? You've basically bought it at the top. So this is gold, yeah? You basically bought it within the last 30 minutes, bro. Which is like not a good place. Yeah, message me privately, bro. I do have a group. I have my own community. Anyone that wants access to it, just DM it to me. I can't send you the link via this chat because it won't allow me to do that. So just DM me. I was about to buy at 4.4. So you just haven't really bought in a good area, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure what your strategy is as to why you've bought it at that area. But one thing I will say is that the dollar is still heading down lower. So gold should continue higher, is what I would say. I don't personally trade gold, but as long as the dollar is getting weaker, then gold will go up. So it's just about, seeing those things and understanding what's going on. I trade Bitcoin and gold. Yeah, that's mad. All good, man. Bitcoin and gold are some of the riskiest pairs, bro. I'll be real. They're some of the riskiest pairs to trade, especially crypto. Especially crypto is it's wild. I trade US oil, GBP USD, and Euro USD. Just enter with good risk management, and I would say I know the markets best. Yeah, no, the risk management element I understand. It's just sometimes with Bitcoin you need a wide stop loss, man, because you need a wide stop loss basically. It's not easy to stay in a trade on Bitcoin. So yeah, man. Today is so bearish. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Dollar's still coming down, so the yellow boxes are my support and resistance levels. No, so I don't actually trade support and resistance, bros. My yellow boxes are just areas, what I call POIs, so points of interest. So this is a P point of interest. The main reason being is that if you look at this area, you can see that this is where the buying basically happened from or occurred from. So if we get back to that, it's an area where it can happen again. So it's a point of interest for me to then potentially see buying happen again. Now, it's not as simple as just that. I also incorporate market structure. I also incorporate, the trend and higher time frame structure, things like that. So it's not just a random area that where prices move from. It's more in line with the structure as well. But yeah, I don't trade support and resistance. I don't trade support and resistance. It's not a thing that I look at. I understand it, but I don't necessarily treat it as such. Right. So come on, oil. Today's so bearish. Yeah, which pair are you trading in order to say that? Which pair are you trading? But yeah, it's just about, following the trend, what pairs that you're looking at, what trend, what is the overall trend, what direction is the market moving in. There's a lot to it. So yeah, man. One thing I'd say, guys, if you guys are like still really understanding the markets, really learn market structure. It's so important. If you understand that, it will cut out half of your trades that you take where you're going the wrong way, half of your trades where you're potentially positioning yourself in an area that doesn't really add up. And stick, when you are learning market structure, just stick to the 4 hours, stick to the daily, stick to the weekly sometimes. You're not necessarily going to go off weekly structure, but those time frames, if you stick to those time frames, your week to week trading will increase in terms of what your bias should be, if in terms of are you trying to sell, are you trying to buy, rather than every day coming to the market and reacting to price. You don't want to react to the price. You want to know, this is my bias, this is why I believe in the trade, or there's evidence suggesting why I should believe in the trade going that way, and go off of that, really go off of that. So it's just going to make you a better trader, and you're not going to have FOMO. You're not going to feel like I'm getting in too early sometimes, and that's most people's problem. This is a 1 hour time frame right now. So yeah, this is a 1 hour right now. This is the DXY on the 1 hour in terms of just what it's looking like. So you can see there's been a lot of consolidation from last week. Excuse me. There's been a lot of consolidation on the DXY last week. So when it's doing that, you don't necessarily want to trade sideways movement, because it's going to be frustrating for you to really understand what's going on. So yeah, just wait for the dollar to show you something substantial. I use the lower time frames too. So 15 minute I use the 5 minute, I like the 30 minute sometimes. It really just depends what you're seeing. Oh no, my camera's died, man. Bam. Yeah, sorry guys, my camera's died, man. Apologies. It's crazy. But yeah, so what I was saying is just mainly based off of the bigger time frame is your analysis, the smaller time frame is what you're entering on. But you would enter trades at times from different time charts if your strategy is showing entry. So yeah. I would enter a trade on different time frames, but it's mainly still based off of the bigger time frame structure, if that makes sense. So like if I have a bullish bias, then I'm looking for areas where I would want to see the price get strong from, or start to reverse around from, if that makes sense. How do you know your directional bias and how do you react? So the directional bias is just based off of the bigger time frame, so the trend, the overall direction. So from September, you can see the market has been building to upwards in terms of, this is the DXY. So if it's been going up, retracing, going up, retracing, going up, retracing, you can clearly see it's in an uptrend. So you build your bias based off of the direction of the market. But I can discuss this in more detail with my camera being off. Apologies, guys. I need to charge my camera. If you guys message me, just send me a DM right now, and I'll give you access to my community. It's free. There's nothing, you need to be charged for, nothing like that. But then I like to have this this conversation in there. So just let me know when you've messaged me. I'll send you the link, and we can continue the convo, because I need to charge my camera, unfortunately. But all of these questions are welcome. If you want to continue, like, the only thing I ask is, when you join the community, don't feel shy, don't feel like people are watching you, don't feel like you're asking stupid questions. Yeah, just message me in the community and let's have that discussion, because there's other people in there that will help you as well, which are profitable traders that have gone on, that have been mentored by me, gone on to now trade by themselves, and they're willing to help you as well. So just message me, and we can have that dialogue. But yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. I am going to jump off because I've got no camera. It just looks a bit stupid now. So thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, think about those levels that I spoke about with the dollar. And let's see what the remainder of the New York session holds. Peace, guys. I'll see you next time on Friday, same time. Thank you. All right.